What if death was never truly inevitable? For thousands of years, humans have watched time pass like an unbreakable law. We grow, we age, we weaken, and finally, we disappear. Every religion, every myth, every culture has tried to make sense of it. But what if the final frontier of science is not outer space, but the end of mortality itself? Today, whispers in laboratories, hidden research facilities, and corporate boardrooms suggest that immortality may not just be a fantasy. It could be approaching faster than anyone dares to admit. But if eternal life really is at our doorstep, who will be allowed to step through the door first? Could the cure to aging already exist inside our own cells? Inside the nucleus of every cell lies the ticking clock of life, telomeres. These protective caps at the ends of DNA shorten each time a cell divides. Eventually, they wear away completely, triggering the process we call aging. Some scientists claim that by manipulating telomeres, the enzyme that can rebuild these caps, we could stop the clock entirely. Imagine a pill, a therapy, an injection that resets your biological age. Theoretically, the body could remain in its prime indefinitely. But if such a breakthrough is possible, do you think it would be handed out freely? Or would it become the most coveted, guarded, and expensive technology in history? Who really controls the secret race for eternal life? Behind the walls of research institutes and biotech startups, a quiet war is underway. Billionaires pour fortunes into longevity companies, not just for the sake of science, but for themselves. Names you know, tech visionaries, finance moguls, political giants, are investing in private labs that experiment with gene therapy, cellular reprogramming, and organ regeneration. But here's the darker truth: if immortality is achieved, the first humans to claim it will not be ordinary people. It will be the powerful elite who already control the flow of information and wealth. Do you really think they would share the fountain of youth with the masses? What if immortality has already been tested in secret? Consider the strange reports emerging from unverified sources, individuals who vanish from the public eye, only to reappear years later looking unchanged. Whispers of experimental treatments on the ultra-rich. Rumors of longevity retreats hidden in remote locations, where clients undergo radical procedures that are never spoken of again. Could it be possible that the first steps toward immortality are already being practiced in shadows, beyond the reach of the law, and outside the awareness of the public? If so, then immortality may not be an achievement of tomorrow, it may already belong to a hidden few today. Could artificial intelligence hold the key to eternal life? Imagine feeding every memory, every thought, every sensation you've ever had into a machine. Advanced AI combined with brain mapping could one day recreate your consciousness, storing it in digital form. Would that copy of you be you? If your body failed, but your mind continued in an artificial vessel, would you count that as immortality, or just a simulation wearing your face? Some researchers believe the merging of human and machine is the only way to bypass biology altogether. But if consciousness can be uploaded, who decides which minds are preserved? And which are deleted forever? What dangers could come with eternal youth? We dream of immortality as freedom, but what if it becomes a prison? Picture a society where death is no longer natural, where rulers never step down, where leaders reign for centuries without change. Imagine overpopulation swelling to unmanageable levels, where resources collapse under the weight of endless life. Immortality could lead to wars not for land, but for access to existence itself. If eternal life is rationed like gold, who will decide who lives forever and who is denied? Could immortality, instead of saving humanity, tear it apart? What if immortality doesn't mean invulnerability? Even if aging is stopped, accidents, violence, or disasters could still claim lives. In such a world, death would become even more tragic, because it would be the ultimate theft of infinite time. Insurance companies, governments, and corporations would place unimaginable value on safety and risk control. Entire industries could emerge around protecting immortal lives. But doesn't that raise another chilling question? If immortality exists, would those who control it allow danger to remain uncontrolled? Or would society become a tightly regulated machine where freedom is sacrificed for the preservation of eternity? Could immortality become the ultimate currency? Imagine a black market not of money or weapons, but of years. A single injection could add decades to a person's life. Would people sell their fortunes, their families, even their freedom, for another 50 years? And if the poor cannot buy eternity, would they be forced to serve the immortal elite, becoming a disposable class of mortals who live and die for the comfort of the undying few? Immortality might not unify humanity, It could split us into two species, the eternal and the expendable. Is nature already hiding examples of immortality? Deep beneath the ocean swims the jellyfish Turritopsis dohrnii, capable of reverting its cells back to a youthful state and essentially starting life over. Hydras, tiny freshwater creatures, show no signs of aging at all. Could it be that the blueprint for immortality has been with us all along, quietly pulsing in the DNA of simple organisms? If so, why haven't we mastered it yet? Or perhaps, someone has, and they simply haven't shared the secret. Would immortality make us more human, or less? If time lost its grip, what would happen to our sense of purpose? Our ambitions, our urgency, our passions are all tied to the fact that life is fleeting. If life stretched on without end, would we lose the very essence of what makes us human? Would art still matter? Would love still burn? Would risk still excite, if we had forever to experience them? Or would immortality strip away the fire of life, leaving behind only endless monotony? Could death itself fight back? Nature has always balanced life with death. Every ecosystem, every cycle, relies on it. What if, in defying death, we awaken something else, an unforeseen reaction from biology, evolution, or even the universe itself? Some whisper that immortality is not just science, but blasphemy against the order of existence. Could it be that immortality comes with a hidden price? One we cannot imagine until it's too late? Who, in the end, will be first? Will it be the scientists in their secret labs, the billionaires in their private retreats, or the governments hiding classified experiments? Or perhaps it will be discovered accidentally, stumbled upon by someone who never intended to change the world. And if immortality truly arrives, will it be celebrated, or feared? The truth is that immortality is closer than you think. But the haunting question remains, when the door finally opens, will you be invited to step inside, or left outside to watch eternity slip away? Closing whisper. So tonight, as you look into the mirror, ask yourself, what if the reflection staring back at you never aged another day? What if tomorrow, you were given the choice to live forever? Would you take it, knowing that not everyone will be allowed to join you? Because immortality may not wait for humanity as a whole. It may wait only for the chosen few. And the rest of us may be left to vanish into history, just as we always have.